that I would give to these new owners at Chelsea or these new technical directors at Chelsea is that they learn from their mistake. Yes, they make mistakes. They have made mistakes. They have made lots of mistakes. But one thing that I give to them, one thing that I appreciate them for is that they learn from their mistakes. I mean, look at the sporting directors. When they first came in, they made signings that did not go as planned. They signed people like Mikhailo Modric, who he has that doping issue, so he's not playing. They signed Noni Madueke, who could not really he could not really break into the team. He could not really impress. He had the potential, but he was not able to fulfill it. We sold him. They signed Nicholas Jackson. Again, Nicholas Jackson potentials. He has the potential, but he cannot perform at that top level consistently for the whole season. So they signed those type of players, right, who were very early in their careers. And the problem was that some of these players, right, they had already shown clear limitations in their game. They were already capped. There were already limitations where they could not get past through. That means they might be really good at one thing, but they are not good at the rest. And they might not improve much beyond a certain point. Look at Nicolas Jackson, for example. Good in everything, but he's not good at finishing. So he's good in everything, but when it comes to clinical finishing, he's not good at that. Look at Noni Madueke, for example. Good at running the ball, good at ball progression, good at taking his man. But when it comes to decision making, he doesn't make good decisions every time. Look at Modric, the same thing with Modric too, decision making. Right? And these guys, it's not like they cannot learn. They can learn, but they cannot learn it to a very high level. Because what happened with the players that the sporting directors were signing initially was that they were good in some parts, but they were bad in other parts. Now, the part that they were good at, they were very, very good at it. You put them at maybe 80% good at that part that they were good. But there was no confidence that they could improve where they were bad at to 80%. If they could improve where they were bad at, it would be like to 50% or so. So Chelsea will realize this thing, that it was not the best long-term approach. So instead of signing players who were good in one area, we started looking for generalists. These are players who can do many things on the pitch, not just one or two things. A generalist can play in different roles, can adapt to different situations, and it can help the team in all phases of the game, both in attack, both in defense, both in transitions, and many more. They have room to grow, and they are harder for opponents to figure out. One good example is João Pedro. Look at João Pedro. In fact, when João Pedro came, I was not even sure that he would play that striking role for Chelsea. I'm sure many people did not know that he would play that striking role for Chelsea. What I felt he was going to play was that left wing, that inside left wing position. That's what I felt he was going to play. But now look at João Pedro. He's technically the striker at Chelsea. It's the striker at Chelsea. And João Pedro can play strike. He can play attacking midfield. He can play second striker. He can play left wing. Generalist. And he's good at everything. And he also has a high level of experience. Yes, he's young, but he has good experience. I mean, he has played in the Championship for Watford. He has played in the Premier League for Brighton. Look at Joel Ato. He came from Ajax. Joel Ato can play left back. He can play left centre back. He can step into the midfield. He can invert into the midfield. He can carry the ball high as possible up the opponent's half. He's still young, but he has enough experience. I mean, he captained the Ajax team. So I could go on and on. You can now see that these guys, the transfer strategy has changed. And this change is very important in Chelsea's future, because it means we are now building a squad full of players who are flexible, players who are intelligent, and players who are ready to adapt to whatever Enzo Maresca needs. And that gives Enzo Maresca, as a manager, way more options during games and across a season. So in short, Chelsea, we used to buy specialists, people that they were good in only one thing. But now we've pivoted into buying generalists, people that are good in a lot of things. We are buying generalists who can go and do it all. So if this continues, we will build one of the most complete and adaptable squads in the whole of football.